Hi, this is Olga from Wholesale Warehouse, New York. The wholesale business has changed a great deal over the last 10 years that I have been involved in it. And I'm sure it's changed even more compared to the way it was 20 years ago. The changes have shifted the entire parameters that the industry was once based on. And I'm sure that as new technology is introduced, there will be even more changes to come. So, why is it important for you to see how much the wholesale industry has changed? There are a couple of reasons. The first reason is because it's important to be reminded that changes are always taking place. Therefore, we need to be flexible so that we can adapt to the changes as they can place. You don't want to miss on opportunities to reach new markets of buyers or wholesale sources just because you missed a chance that has taken place in the market. Even if a change is not expected or seen until it happens, wholesalers and retailers that are flexible will have the necessary means to adapt to the new realities of the industry. Another reason why you want to take note of the actual changes is to see if you can spot any opportunities that might exist as a result of those changes. And perhaps the most important reason is because if you aren't aware of the changes that have taken place, you will be stuck doing business in the old-fashioned ways that can turn customers away. For instance, if you see that retailers are starting to purchase closeout directly from exporters as opposed to from local distributors, then you will want to jump on the bandwagon as well. So, now that you see why it's so important to be aware of these changes, let's see what they are. Wholesale industry change number 1. The traditional supply chain structure has been disrupted. Technology, the internet, and global trade developments have made this world an even more connected place. This high degree of connectivity has disrupted the traditional supply chain structure by enabling retailers to purchase directly from importers, distributors directly from factories, as well as other connections between parties that would otherwise not have interacted with each other in the past. Just look at the major disruption that a website like Alibaba has created in the retailer sector. Have retailers contracting with Chinese factories to manufacture fashionable clothes based on their own designs. There is still a role for traditional supply chain in certain segments, such as in heavy machinery and highly regulated industries, but most segments have seen the supply chain model replaced with a more open direct channels for everyone involved in the market. Many brands will seek to establish licensed distributors so that they can attempt to control the supply chain for their products. I believe this attempt is like trying to hold back the waves from reaching the beach. Instead, the brands should be conducting business based on an acceptance of the current realities. The brands that cannot adapt will lose business to those brands that are working based on the current reality of the market. Wholesale industry change number 2. The internet has become the new middleman. While in the past many wholesale and closeout buyers would need to rely on middlemen to find merchandise, now the internet has enabled buyers to easily locate the sources for the merchandise that they are looking for. On the other hand, entrepreneurs can easily set themselves up as a middleman by using the internet to locate merchandise and supply it buyers that do not have the time to experience to find closeout deals online. Wholesale industry change number 3. Wholesalers can now reach customers all around the globe. In the past, the wholesaler would focus on customers who either come to his warehouse or customers in the city in which he ran his business at. Today, a New York wholesaler can use the internet to market his closeout merchandise to buyers located internationally, enabling him to quickly reach buyers in many countries such as Australia, Nigeria, and Argentina. For instance, I use YouTube videos and article marketing to reach retailers throughout Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, and the Middle East. The internet has truly become the most effective marketing tool that any wholesaler could ever have asked for. Wholesaler can use advertising options such as Google AdWords, Facebook Pay, per-click ads, and YouTube ads. A wholesaler seller can reach prospective customers by only paying when a visitor clicks on his ads, and since the wholesaler can decide how much to bid for the ad, he can easily control his cost to acquire a lead for a new customer. Wholesale industry change number 4. Retailers and flea market vendors do not need to rely on local wholesalers for their merchandise needs. They can now easily go online and source wholesale products directly from factories in China and from wholesalers in other countries. I receive phone calls and emails from customers all over the world that found my closeout business online. They no longer have to buy from a local wholesaler who might be importing the merchandise from my company. They can now easily buy the merchandise at below wholesale prices directly from me without even having to travel. Wholesale industry change number 5. Entrepreneur can purchase merchandise directly from wholesale sources and then resell the merchandise directly to consumers at close to the wholesale price without having a brick and mortar store. I have seen wholesale buyer lists their closeout products on Amazon and eBay, effectively reaching many more customers than they could with a traditional retail store. Wholesale industry change number 6. Mobile shopping from smartphones. Many wholesale and closeout buyers are now using their smartphones to research and buy products. This means that sellers need to have websites that display properly on smartphones. You can either have a website designed specifically for those that will access it through their smartphones, or you can have a website hosted by a hosting company that will show a mobile version of your closeout website when applicable. Wholesale industry change number 7. There is more need for printing catalogs for your wholesale products. Now you can easily create a website to display and sell your products through. The flip side of this is that the customers expect you to update your website frequently, which is why you should always be looking for new products to sell. Please visit our wholesale warehouse in New York.